The Avengers 60th anniversary continues. This time we're looking at Avengers Beyond Earth's Mightiest Black Widow Target exclusive on Way I Got It Figured.
The Way I Got It Figured.
What's up, figure fans? Way I Got It Figured, back with another Marvel Legends review. We're celebrating the 60th anniversary of the Avengers. The Avengers debuted in 1963, the September issue. So I guess it came out in September 40 years ago. And Hasbro is celebrating with a line of figures in the Beyond Earth's Mightiest category. Some of them are store exclusives. Some of them are fan channel exclusives. They're all over the place with it a little bit. But one of the most highly sort of rated figures in that lineup is the Black Widow. And I picked her up at Target. And I wasn't going to. I was actually going to skip her because I have two other Black Widows, which you will actually see in this video. But I was convinced to go ahead and grab her, and so I did. And I'm glad I did, because I never saw her again after that. So I've seen Iron Man plenty of times, you know, Doom and Monica Rambeau, Captain Marvel, Skrull, Queen, and Super Skrull, Hawkeye, seen them all. But, you know, after I got my Black Widow, I've yet to see another Black Widow show up. So I'm glad I went ahead and took the plunge. She was $27.99, so there was an upcharge on this figure, and we'll get into why in a bit here. But it turned out to be worth it. So real quick, we're gonna do what we always do. We're gonna go over the packaging. We're gonna get the figure out, pose it up, talk about the accessories, of which there are numerous with this figure, and get you out of here with some final thoughts. So starting with the package, of course we have Black Widow and the Beyond Earth's Mightiest. You got your 60 years of Earth's Mightiest Avengers on the top. On the side, you got some artwork of Black Widow from the Black Widow Marvel Knights miniseries. This cover was done by J.G. Jones. I can't remember if he did the interiors too, but he definitely did the covers. One of the videos I watched, somebody did a review of this figure, and they were like, the artwork is just kind of eh. And I'm like, that's J.G. Jones. You know, one thing that you could level at J.G. Jones, well, there's things you could level at him, but one of them isn't that his art is just kind of eh. This is great art. On the side, you have Black Widow with another hairdo. Since she doesn't have a builder figure piece, there's, you know, they just put another figure on the side. And on the back, you see how she comes in the box with the short hair, and then all of these accessories that you get here. And a lot of people are really loving the extra accessories. And, you know, don't get me wrong, I'm not hating them. But these accessories are all have been seen before. And we'll get into that too. What I think really is the upcharge isn't these accessories, because again, they're on other Black Widows, is these two portraits that you're really kind of paying the extra money for. But you are getting something extra out of it, so, you know, I don't know. Maybe that's enough. Let's see. Let's look at the packaging. Let's get her out and see what we got. Okay, so we got Black Widow, all her accessories out, a lead here next to her, and we can see she comes with quite a bit of stuff. As I mentioned on the box segment, you know, we got the nice head sculpts and we got the pistols, smoke effects for the pistols, smoke effect Widow's bites, energy effect Widow's bites, blast effects for the pistols, and 2 extra sets of hands. So with that, you're getting, you know, quite a bit. And I said that we have seen these before, and indeed we have. The guns and the blast effects for the guns came with the Deadly Origin Black Widow. So she's wearing a white outfit in that one. She comes with the pistols and stuff. And then there's the Avengers 90s version with the jacket, with the Avengers jacket on, the gray, very short hair. She comes with the Widow's bites with the blast effects and smoke effects. So these are all items I already had in my collection. So if you don't have a Black Widow, yeah, you're getting a lot of things with this Black Widow. If you do, you know, obviously you've seen this stuff before, and I'm not, obviously it's not a criticism. I'm glad that they did that. It's sort of an all-in-one package in a way. But it is not a new thing. So taking a nicer, quicker, closer look at Natasha. One of the things about this figure is she has a new bit of articulation, and it's the first time that a female Marvel Legends has gotten this articulation. And, you know, so I was definitely curious about that, which is sort of what, you know, led me to purchase the figure. And what she has that no other Black Widow has is this deep ab crunch. So, as you can see, there's a cut here, giving her a deeper ab crunch. In fact, I would go as far as to say almost all of her parts are reused besides the head. This chest is definitely the same as the Deadly Origins chest. I believe the legs are too, but the midsection itself is different. This belt comes from the Deadly Origins one. So when we do comparisons, I'm going to show you all of that. But, you know, she's supposed to give you more posability than any other Marvel Legends female currently, you know, available on the market. So there's that. So we've looked at her accessories. We've looked at her body. So we'll do a couple close-ups. This is her. This is almost like the 70s Black Widow look when she was on the Champions. She kind of had this sort of hair style. And then this is just her hair's just out. I don't know if there's like a specific period where she was wearing this hairdo, but there's probably a specific period. But they both look nice. I'm sure what we'll find when we put them on is that they will limit the neck articulation, but that's okay. Now, in terms of articulation, what you do get, you get your T-pose, your bicep swivel, elbow, does the splits out to about there. Unlike G.I. Joe Classified or some Spider-Man figure, she doesn't have drop down thighs. Thigh swivel, of course. Knees bend back pretty far, but the legs don't go back any further than that. Bends at the toe. the ankle. Make sure you can see that. It's a nice bend. Goes about that high, that far up. Nice, very nice range of movement. No boot cut. And then of course you have your ab crunch. Ab crunch going back is actually a little bit more substantial. Even with this hairstyle, you know, she's not looking up very far. She can kind of look down. So there you go, articulation. You can kind of see her double tapping, guns akimbo, so to speak. I like that. Change up her hairstyle. So this is the 70s style one, and yeah, you can still turn her head to a pretty decent degree, but you know, you're always losing a little bit of realism with the longer hair. It's more for static posing, just based on how it works. I'll turn her neck slightly to accommodate the pose rather than force the head to turn in an unnatural angle. There you go, that's how she looks with that head. And she doesn't look bad. I definitely think the shorter hair works better for an action figure, doing action figure stuff. Might be a little bit more quote-unquote realistic too for like an operative like her. So you know, your mileage may vary. They do look good, you know, either way. But I do think I'll probably just keep the short hair on her. Guns are a little bit floaty in her hands, but I've seen worse. So let's do a quick comparison with the previous Black Widow figures. All right, we're gonna bring in Natasha Romanoff in her 2020 Walmart exclusive gear. This is the 90s Avengers look with the Avengers jacket. And while the bodies are definitely not sharing any parts, the Widow's bites are, as I said, you know, the one she comes with now. That one is the one that came with the Widow's bites. And, you know, she's looking good. I could actually even see perhaps swapping heads here, if you want to do that. And then, of course, we have the Deadly Origin Black Widow, which is the 2020 Target exclusive version. As you can see from an accessory standpoint, she has the wrist, the Widow's bites, and she has the same belt there. This figure has pins in the legs, so even though the legs are about the same size, they're not exactly the same because the new Black Widow was pinless. But the chest region, it's the same. It's just attached to a different waist. And the arms are not the same because she has the pinless arms. And while she doesn't have pins, she has the old style Marvel Legends arms. So there you go. There's your Black Widow comparisons. And now we'll bring in one of her colleagues, specifically the Secret Avengers, Commander Rogers. And I do have him here with the 20th anniversary Steve Rogers head. I like that one better than the kind of modernized version. But you know, once again, your mileage may vary. Next, we'll bring in Steve Rogers as Captain America, the aforementioned 20th anniversary version. I have him rocking a Toy Biz Marvel Legends shield. And last, but certainly not least, Bucky Barnes, Captain America. So, Black Widow has connections all across the Marvel Universe. Obviously, the Avengers, but that's a more recent thing where she's sort of tied directly to the Avengers. She has had her own career with different super teams. She's been a long-time member of S.H.I.E.L.D. Part of her origin story involves Wolverine. I mean, she's kind of all over the place. She's dated Daredevil, aka Matt Murdock, Hawkeye, who will be getting a review here very shortly. So you'll probably see her again in that video. But, you know, she has kind of a robust history alongside many heroes in the Marvel Universe. So there's that. So we're going to get you out of here now with some final thoughts. Final thoughts on Avengers Beyond Earth's Mightiest, Black Widow. I really like this figure. I do like the added posability. I like the accessories. I like the head sculpts. I like that if you want to, you can switch out head sculpts for previous versions because they have the same ball joint. You know, I'm not upset that I have now a third Black Widow in my collection. You know, and hopefully we'll see more this style body on, you know, female characters that are kind of acrobatic, like, you know, Black Cat or Echo, or there's plenty that could utilize this body with this new extra abdomen joint. So I think it's a good thing. I'm certainly happy that, you know, the Avengers for their 60th anniversary get a couple of new kind of things thrown into the mix, introduce them into the Marvel Legends line. And overall, I'm really not upset, you know, that I bought the figure. It's fine. I'm good. Yeah, in fact, I'll probably go as far as to say, you know, this would be my main Black Widow in my collection, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to feel that same way too. So, given that she's not really reusing a lot of parts, only one that I can kind of really see on the actual body itself, and she got, you know, 3 head sculpts and all the accessories, I'm going to give this release a 10. I'm going to give Black Widow a 10 out of 10. I can't really see more what they could do to make a better Black Widow. She's hitting all the right notes. She's doing all the right things. As you can see, she can hold a pose. You know, I'm very happy. I'm gonna give her a 10. So that'll do it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, for all the subscribes and continuing to support the channel. I got more Avengers coming. Next up is going to be Hawkeye from this line. It's not the next video, but it's next up in terms of this particular line of Beyond Earth's Mightiest. But yeah, he's coming very shortly. There's plenty more content coming. And as you know, things are always coming out. And I do try to get my fair share of those things. So if you have not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. We'd love to have you. Certainly love to get my version of events into your conscience. And we'll see you guys on the next video. Until then, everybody, please stay safe. Squeeze your loved ones. You never know. You just never know, right? All right, guys. I'm out of here. Peace.
The way I got it figured.